It is Chasing Serenity day 279, and reality has hit in the past few days. I moved into my new townhome. I'm redoing the upstairs, so it is wrecked right now. I scraped all the ceilings. And I start my internship the 31st of this month, which is October. So I'm trying to get at least all that done and settled in for the most part before then, so I can just focus on work. I've been feeling really overwhelmed since I've been here. I've never been the type that wanted roots or wanted to settle down, but I know in the long run it's smarter to invest, and I want to invest in real estate. I'm also doing a real estate investing course for this month, which is self-paced, but I'm trying to get it done by the end of the month because once I start the residency, that'll be my whole life. Fitness-wise, I really wanted to, I guess this is really all it comes down to, is like I set out this path before. I'm like, I'm not gonna lift, I'm not gonna do that. I wanna do like stuff that makes me get in touch with my body, like rock climbing and jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. And then I was like, I'm not gonna date for a year, and I'm not gonna have sex for at least 6 months, and just like reconnect with myself. And I was making all these rules for myself, and I don't fucking like rules. I think there's laws of the universe, and there's like doing the best for you, but I feel like when you make rules, it's different than standards. And so I think I'm learning to listen to like my inner voice and what I truly think is best for me. And I think that is a moving mark, and that's okay. And I think above all else, I just need to listen to my inner voice about relationships, about what I eat, about fitness. Because I've only been here for a week, and my routine so far has just been wake up, meditate, 30 minutes of yoga, 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and handstand push-ups. And so I've just been doing that. This week, I want to continue to do that and do that every day, and then on top of it, 3 days a week, do lifting, jiu-jitsu, or Muay Thai, like whatever I feel like, and just see what I flow with best. Because I've been struggling with the body dysmorphia again, but I kind of feel like the winter depression's hitting, and I talked about that in my last video, and it's kind of depressing, but it ebbs and flows. I get overwhelmed, and then I'm like, do I even want to be doing this? Do I want the capitalist dream of like building an empire? And I guess I just need to reframe it is like, I'm just trying to create access to what my true dream is. And I really think what that is having land that I can hunt on and just feel secure on out here or out west somewhere, and then having something at the beach that I can visit. Or at least accessibility to go to the beach once a year, because it just resets me. It makes me happy. I love it there. I might end up moving there too. I don't know. But everything else is really hard right now. I'm completely alone. I have Battle. She's psychotic. I have a story. In Utah, she found a crack in her little crate tray thing under her big crate, and she was chewing on it, I guess, and just decided to chew a big hole in her crate. And obviously I couldn't put her in that anymore, and so I put her in her travel crate, and that's where she stayed the rest of the time I was there. It was fine. She's completely trained to be in there. And so when I got here, I ordered a new tray, but it hadn't come in, so I've been putting her in her crate when I was gone because she'd been sleeping with me. I've been sleeping on the floor since I got here. I just got my bed yesterday. I'm very happy about it. I slept great last night. I didn't sleep on the floor anymore. And I got home one day, and I was having kind of a rough day, like just mental stuff, and I was like, I'm just gonna take my dog out for a walk and everything will be okay. I get home, and like her crate was right in front of the door. It was gone, and there were scratches all over the floor, and there was trash everywhere. And I was like, oh my God, someone broke into my house. Like I just got back, and I'm like, did they steal my dog? Like what the fuck? And so I'm like walking around looking, and then I looked down the stairs that go to the garage, and her crate was upside down on the stairs. This crazy psychotic little nugget threw her crate all across these hardwood floors, scratched them up, and then threw her crate down the stairs. And she was fine, but I definitely had to leave her in that position for a couple hours before I could go get her, because I was so mad. And I was just like, why? Like, she's never done that. Well, she's done her crate around, the little crate, and that's why I keep her in the big one. But since I've learned how to train her to be okay with that one, she didn't do that. She didn't do that at any Airbnb we were at, thank God. She didn't do that anywhere we went on a trip, at my last apartment. Like, and I was only gone for 4 hours. 4 hours, and she just went psychotic. So that was cool. She's been a burden since I got her. We'll have her story about the scammy service dog place that gave me her. But still training her. Still trying to do what's best for my body. I'm really struggling to just like, I want to go back to like counting calories and being restrictive and over exercise because I'm like not comfortable in my own skin. But I know after 10 years of doing that, it didn't help. So my goal has been just like, basically I've just been like, I've never been happy with my body. So I'm just gonna do what makes me feel best and gives me those energies so I can do all the activities I really like Muay Thai and hiking, and make it simple. Because I hate eating. I do. It's just such a mental drain on me at this point that I'm like, the longer I can go without eating, the better. Or like the less mental space it takes up, the better. So the simple, like listen to my body, just eat what I need to and be done with it, has really helped because it just took up so much mental space of like, should I eat this? What is like, you know, am I gonna have a reaction to it because I have so many like health issues and stuff. So it took so much mental space trying to figure out what to eat. Thankfully, we're just not gonna do that anymore. I'm just gonna eat. I am doing like a kind of carnivore thing, so I just eat when I'm really fucking hungry and enough to be full. I haven't counted calories. My body really hasn't changed a lot, and I haven't been lifting or like really into the gym, but I've been walking, doing body weight stuff and staying, and I'm scraping ceilings and moving in a house and being active all day, so that's cool. What else? I really think depression's setting back in, but I'm hoping it's just the full moon in Aries this Sunday. That's kind of like tipping things around for me, because I just don't want to. What else do I need to talk about? Because that's just depressing to speak about. I guess it just comes down to I want to do what I want to do. I've gotten rid of the idea of feeling like I need to save everyone else because everyone's born into this world with their own dragon to slay, and this was mine. And I'm making the best of my life with the tools on my table. Hopefully I can help other people along the way, but it's really not my job. I want to do it, but I'm not going to do it to the detriment of myself as I have been for my, adult life so far. Yeah, so I'm going to go to the Project Restore, look for some furniture, gonna go check out the Arts District Security. Here, my sign binding. Here, what's up about that? So, my brain is all over the place. I live by lists, and I was getting really sad being here because I was like, I just want to be back on the road. I want to get a trailer and travel nurse and just go, but I need the experience to be able to do that. And so I was getting kind of like butthurt that I didn't have the experience being where I'm at because, I just didn't have the time in nursing yet. So my goal is for the 2 years I'm here doing this residency, get the most experience I can, save up, maybe get some real estate investing a little bit here, but overall just fix my health issues, get my hypothyroidism stable, some other things under control, get into a really good healthy routine that I can do on the road or when I'm here. Just let go of a lot of the attachments I had into like what I thought I needed to look like and just accept what I am. And then give myself that time to really plan how I want to go travel, because I think I want to take at least 6 months and go travel to all these western states that I love, and then down south and maybe into Mexico, and then spend 6 months at the beach and then decide where I want to be from there. And then I'll travel nurse out of that area. But at the end of the day, I want to hunt, I want to hike, and I want to vibe. I want to vibe with the homies. I just want to live a simple life. I want to see the world, but people are chaotic. Humans are emotional. None of us have it figured out. And above all else, this is what really gets to me, is I feel like everyone's selling you something. I've been going down this carnivore track, or whatever they call it, just because I've tried every diet out there. I've been vegan, I've counted macros for 10 years, and the one time I was keto, it was the most stable my emotions were, even though I was eating so little that my body kind of didn't do well. So I'm doing that, but I also had years of extreme health issues, and this seems like the last thing that's actually giving me any kind of relief from that. But I had a couple different coaching calls through the same platform with different coaches on carnivore, and one told me I needed to be eating more, like multiple times during the day. One person told me I needed to do OMAD, and another person told me that I should do like multiple day fasts. And so I was just like, you all are giving me different things, or no, they were saying that I should do like one fast a month and then eat normal because like my cortisol's all messed up from all the stuff I've been through, blah blah blah. And I was just like, god damn, there's like, everyone is trying to sell you something. Everyone has the magic key. Everyone has what worked for them, so it's gonna work for you. And that's simply just not true. You have to just use your best judgment. Every body's different, every generation is different, every place is different. I think there's a lot of cool science that comes out, but you can't use it as hard, fast rules because there's always an outlier. There could always be one small outlier in your body that just throws everything else off. So I think that's what it comes down to, is accepting like my frame, what my size is, and just like building on that instead of trying to change that for my own mental health. And then like just eating what makes me feel good, even though it's like I quit coffee. I've been like addicted to coffee for 10 years. Every morning a pot of coffee, you know, like, with a lot of other reasons that I was like that. But I was able to quit coffee and I was like, I feel better. And some people, like, it really is something that's good for them. For me, I guess it's not. There's people who thrive on a vegan diet. I did that for two or 3 years, and it destroyed my hormones even more, and it just like destroyed my ligaments too, which was weird. So yeah, you just have to try things, and I commit and I do everything with my whole ass. I never half-ass anything, and I've been learning that I was like, all right, I need to give something a 30-day trial, see if I like it, and then be willing to let go instead of being like, oh, this is the answer. So all that to say is like, I'm not selling you anything. I don't have the key to be happy. I don't have the key to let go of body dysmorphic or issues with body image. I don't have the key to make $1 million. I don't have the key to fucking anything except committing to myself and being like, I want to be happy, and I know I contribute better to society, to the room, to my partners when I am happy. And not like truly happy, like an inner peace. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just sharing my experience on how I got there. Take what resonates, or takes what might be a good thing for you to try, see if it works, but let go if it doesn't. It does not, we can't all be the same. So go be different. Figure out what works for you. Chase your serenity. I have no answers. I just have a lot of crazy stories. And on top of that, another theme this week, or something that came to mind, I was talking to a friend, and I was talking about how I've been chasing peace and how I really want to find peace. But I realized that I have lived in such chaos, and then because of what I went through with the assaults, my mind was chaos, and I learned to be comfortable in my misery and in that chaos. And so I felt at home and safe there in a twisted way because it was my norm. So finding peace, I'm having to learn to be uncomfortable being at peace because I'm so comfortable in chaos. And I'm like so ready to just try to sell this, get on the road, create more chaos, just go and not have stability, because it's like if I keep moving, it's okay. And so I feel like I need to find that peace so that like my journeys and my travels are actually fun and enjoyable and not me just feeling like dissociated. So I'm literally having to force myself to be uncomfortable in my own peace to recondition myself from the years of thriving in chaos. I also want to learn how to hone that and dip in and out of it. Like, being able to thrive in chaos is great, and I love that that's an ability of mine, but it shouldn't be my everyday. I should be able to be at peace and just be okay in my house or walking my dog and not feel like there's something that needs to change or I need to do something. It's like, it's okay just to be. But it's just very uncomfortable for me. I do like chaos, and I like being sporadic. But I don't think that's healthy long term, and I can't really build a good base for what I want to do. Because there's all these things I want to do, especially because I am chaotic. I'm like, all right, if I want to do them, I need to buckle down and figure out why. And then on a more emotional and intimate level, it's like, especially with relationships, I get very excited about meeting new people and doing new things, but then anytime things get real, I'm like, oh, I'm probably going to get hurt again, or they're going to be fucky, so I just like push everything away, and I try to keep it as a distance as long as I can to make sure that it's safe, but that creates a lot of issues when you're trying to get close to someone. So it's like learning how to keep someone at a distance until I'm sure that I can trust them, because I think that's completely healthy, but not do it in a chaotic way, like learning to be really honest with myself so I can be honest with others. So yeah, and I think that a lot of people in the better community, I see that they have very chaotic, toxic relationships because they just know how to thrive in chaos and it feels like home. What they don't realize is it's coming from a really negative place, and it's really uncomfortable to be okay with peace. It's easy to go push yourself and work out 4 hours a day and work a job and go nonstop and go to bed feeling exhausted and being like, I did it. I'm like, I'm being chaotic, I'm making things happen. And it's like, no, you're just tearing down everything you're trying to build. So stop that. I think that's all I have to say today. I'm gonna try to edit videos this weekend. I have no idea what I'm doing. These will be rough. Welcome to the shit show. Oh, and welcome to Colorado. We're here. We made it.